if you're active in the Bushiroad card game community, that means Vanguard, Weisschwarz, Buddy Fight, Rest in Peace, or even Rebirth or stuff like that, you may have stumbled across some information about an upcoming game called Gate Ruler. What the fuck is Gate Ruler? Well, I'm basically going to break down what we know at the moment, what's relevant, and why you should care in today's video. So, as a competitive card game player, one of the things I am most looking forward to when I read about a new card game is the rules. We don't have them yet. So, it's weird for me because that's usually the first thing I look at. But this time, there's actually another focus in this game that has hooked me incredibly well, and that is the artwork. So, basically, this video is just going to be going over the basics of what we know, what information has been released to the public, and then I'm just going to show off some artworks, and that's basically going to be it. And I hope you stick around for the entire time because this artwork is absolutely phenomenal. But first, let me give a little bit of background now. I didn't write this. This is coming from the official English translator of the game, or one of, I hope potentially not the only one, but either way, I will leave a link to the place where this came from, which is the Gate Realize Discord server, in the description, where you can interact with the devs, which is pretty cool. But anyway, let me go ahead and tell you what is Gate Ruler. Gate Ruler is an upcoming trading card game being developed by Mr. Ikeda, and who is the founder of Card Kingdom in Japan and the original creator of Bushiroad's Buddy Fight card game. The basic concept of Gate Ruler is that players will be fighting each other as Gate Rulers, individuals gifted with the power of summoning characters and other things from cards. The forces that the player will call upon will come in a variety of forms from different universes, which were all threatened by a vicious enemy from another dimension. The gameplay will be defined by the ruler mechanic. This is no connection to rulers in the Force of Will card game, which will enable the coexistence of vastly different playstyles and skill levels. We will have both splashy casual decks that, with a bit of luck, can be really explosive, or a highly consistent and reliable control deck that rewards high skill. Players with no prior experience in card games will be able to go toe-to-toe with veteran card gamers. It may sound too good to be true, but as someone who has actually played the game, I can assure you it is not an exaggeration. Let me remind you that I have not played the game, this is me reading from the Discord. The primary target demographic for this game will be card gamers of ages 20 and above, though the plan is to make the game as inclusive as possible. As you might have seen in some of the revealed card art, Gate Ruler will feature a range of art styles with everything from cartoonish aliens to majestic dragons. However, it will not have much in terms of moe art, and specifically, Ikeda is trying to avoid making Gate Ruler into another waifu collection game. So this is already a lot of stuff that sounds really good to me personally. I love control decks, so the fact they are specifically saying that that will be one of the super good consistent ones makes me very, very happy and very, very interested. We will come to the artwork, don't worry, but it looks phenomenal. And of course, the fact that it's not going to be a waifu collection game is really nice because it means you're not embarrassed for someone to see you playing it. They're not going to look at your cards, see some ridiculous woman with overly sized tits and go, oh, okay, you're one of them. Which is a really nice touch, to be honest. Okay, so now let's go on to some of the lore, because we know a little bit more stuff, but look, there's going to be an official announcement. I'll make a video on all the stuff that is talked about in that official announcement, but the dates keep getting moved around, so let's just talk about the lore and why you should be interested in this game on a thematic level. Gate Ruler is set in the near future, where our world has been attacked by an extra-dimensional enemy known as the X-Vaders. Though this initial invasion was driven back, it is clear that they would soon return in force. Fortunately for us, we are not alone in this threat. Various nations have set aside their differences to form grand coalitions. These are being aided by supernatural beings of myth and legend who have suddenly re-emerged into our everyday reality. Visitors from other universes such as Volnar and the Wonderverse have also come to help. These forces prepare for the inevitable onslaught of the X-Vaders' full might. The key factor in this conflict are Gate Rulers, individuals with power to materialize physical copies of warriors, weapons, and phenomena from thin air using special cards. Their ability to manipulate dimensions and space-time are critical in stopping the X-Vaders. You will play as one of these gate rulers, preparing for the coming conflict through mock battles with other gate rulers. So, kind of MTG reminiscent of the whole planeswalking idea, which I think is really, really cool. So, here are the factions. Now, we have no idea how the factions relate to gameplay, we just know that they will have different frames on the artwork, on the cards rather. Atlas, which stands for Atlantic Alliance Sentinels. An alliance between major Western powers and the Ark, a giant extra-dimensional craft constructed from a dislodged continent. The Ark is crewed by refugees of other universes that were destroyed by the X-Vaders. The primary strength of Atlas forces lie in their incredible firepower provided by state-of-the-art military arsenal. Supporting Atlas is the Owl, or the Old World League, a coalition of supernatural beings of Western tradition, such as vampires and werewolves. As many of them prey upon humans, the extinction of humanity by the hands of the X-Vaders is against their interests. Among the crew of the Ark is the Zoo Force, a group of animal-like humanoids that have extensively upgraded their bodies through cybernetic enhancements. Led by their fearless leader Helkong, they seek nothing else other than avenging the ruination of their home world. Then there is the Yomanjin Front, a coalition between various nations of East Asia, such as Japan and China, along with their supernatural allies such as the Yokai. Their military technology is just as advanced as Atlas's, but there are a lot more experimental weapons that extensively incorporate magic. The re-emergence of yokai, supernatural entities of Asian tradition, caught many governments by surprise, but Japan was able to adjust quickly, granting them full citizenship. Many of them returned the favour by offering to join the fight against the X-Vaders. Tokyo is where the initial invasion by the X-Vaders occurred, marked by a giant sword that appeared from nowhere and lodged itself in the middle of the city. Even after the initial attack, the area is plagued by frequent X-Vader raids slipping through the smaller dimensional breaches. However, fighting these incursions have allowed the Yomanjin Front, to test their weaponry in combat and accelerate their research. Then there is Volnar, a universe straight out of traditional fantasy, populated by familiar races and creatures such as dragons. Wars here are fought by sword and sorcery, the latter of which can surpass the power of our latest technology. Some of the most powerful entities in Volnar are the 5 Dragon Lord Pentarchs, godlike dragons of unrivaled might. Magvarius, Dragon Lord Pentarch of Inferno, is one of their number. They are opposed by the equally four powerful Fell Dragon Quadrarchs, one of which, Vastoris Rex, is working with the unscrupulous individuals of our Earth to gain further power. So you can see there really is a trope for whatever you like. Then there is a Wonderverse, a universe that resembles the sci-fi imagined in our past, populated by intrepid adventurers and strange aliens. The laws of physics here are quite malleable, allowing people to travel light years in a matter of months just because they believe they can. Most aliens here are friendly, but not all of them are well behaved. The criminal syndicate Crime Nauts, led by their Don Malevolus Prime, are constantly scheming to take over the universe through petty criminal acts. One of their goals is to find the great relics of outer space, the Holy Grail. However, they find themselves repeatedly foiled by its protector, the mysterious Space King Arthur. So again, 80s, so it's got to be cheesy as hell, and I love it. And then X-Vaders, an abbreviation of extra-dimensional invaders. Not much is known about them currently, except that they go around devastating entire universes. Earth has sent multiple diplomatic missions to them to establish some kind of communication, but each one has been ruthlessly massacred. The next target is our own universe, and the only thing that can stop them are the Gate Rulers and their allies. So, that is the lore. Obviously, most of it might not be for you, but some of it will be. Personally, for me, I'm super excited for Wonderverse. I'll show the artwork in just a second. You'll kind of get there's a very clear aesthetic it has, which I think looks really cool. So let me just explain what's going to happen now. I'm going to basically go through a whole load of artwork, and then after all that artwork, I'm going to show off some of the already printed test cards, so you get an idea of what these kind of things will look like. So let's go ahead and get into that. Okay, so look. Most of these cards have names, but let's be real, let's just go through the artwork, appreciate it, and I think it sells itself, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just going to cycle through, and you can see this is probably my favourite. I think this art is absolutely phenomenal. This is very much less of that anime style, a lot more of that, painted style. I don't know. I'm not an art critic. I don't know how to explain it, but you know, very different. But then you've got a lot more of this sort of cartoony aesthetic, which I know some people prefer, some people will hate. You know, I really do believe there is something for everyone as far as artwork goes. Also, something to note is that this, in order to basically get as much good artwork as possible, Ikeda is basically buying the right to use Force of Will illustrations, which, you know, that was probably the best part about that game. So the fact that this game is going to have that level of artwork is obviously really good. I mean, just look at this. It looks incredible. You know, this, again, such an amazing piece of artwork. I mean, you know, it sells itself. I'm just going to... Probably some relaxing music in the background right now. I don't know. I haven't put it in yet, but yeah. But then you've also got your more anime style aesthetic here, where you can, you know, you got your he's a cop, hard cop kind of stuff. This dude looks sick. Looks super cool. You know, man's just a giant skull robot fucking up Shibuya. It's pretty cool. But then this is a Wonderverse illustration, so you can really get a feel for this sort of strong 80s aesthetic, which looks really nice in my opinion. And then you've got like more of this very strong anime-esque aesthetic, which also looks great. I mean, yeah. You've also got, of course, big old mech dragon things. There's plenty of those, let me assure you. This is one of the yokai, which I think looks great. You know, if you played 100 Demons in Buddy Fight, this is probably like right up your alley. But then we've got this piece of artwork, which, I mean, just looks phenomenal. I believe this is meant to be artwork for one of the events, which are sideways cards, which, you know, in the vein of climaxes from Weiss, which look great. This is another one of those artworks. The dude on the right is called Jack the Ripper, FYI, so that's a thing. Another, you know, just so good. Yeah, I mean, this is the arc from the lore, which looks really cool. Looks a lot better than I was sort of imagining it in my head. And then, of course, we've got this is like the zoo boys, the cybernetically upgraded animals. There are a lot of these, so furry lovers rejoice, but also people who like cool looking animals. I mean, you know, we got cat, we got elephant, we got dog or wolf, we got monkey or Helkong, the sergeant major of the army. I mean, it just looks great. You know, then we got another one of this sort of, you know, looking like a kind of, I don't know, bank or vault raid kind of thing. I don't know, like it just looks cool, man. Just the artwork is so good. We got owl or bird. Let's not forget bird. You know, this event looks amazing. Such great artwork. Looks so cool. This is that Pentarch dragon. Not my thing, but I know a lot of people love their dragons, so this is going to be, you know, perfect for you. Another piece of Force of Will art. This is a bit more up my alley as far as dragon artwork goes. It looks really clean in my opinion. You know, this artwork looks great. Even if I'm not a massive dragon person, you know, you got to appreciate the cool knight with the dragons. It just looks really good. This is a piece of Force of Will art which is just stunning, and I am very glad will be in the game. Just looks so good. We got a Minotaur just fucking people up. Looks great. Wonderverse card, super cheesy, but you know, that's what makes it. That's what makes it Wonderverse. And then we got, I believe this is an X-Vader card, something called the White Bone Princess or something. Looks really great there, and this is the sword mentioned in the lore. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you some of the test cards, so you get a feel for what it's going to look like. Okay, now this is from Gate Realize, link will be in the description. Of course, look, there are translated effects. We don't know how the game works yet, they don't matter. Just appreciate that this is kind of what the this is pretty much the final frames and what the stuff is going to look like. So this is also a piece of Force of Will art, I believe. This butterfly, and then we've got this bloke who looks really cool. Now, one thing I really like about the way these cards are done is you see below the unit and the level, I think that is, it says OD and TD. Now those are types of triggered abilities, and the fact that you can look at the top left of every single card and you can see at a really quick glance, oh, this has an ability when I do this, oh, this has an ability when I do that, is super useful. And I think that's like going to be a really nice thing to have in actual gameplay. Then we got this artwork looks great. I'm a big fan of this. You know, this card looks amazing too. Super great artwork. But now we got the Funky Town Wonderverse stuff. You can see this is the aesthetic I'm just in love with. I think it looks really cool. Pink borders are just not a thing you get in card games, so that's like a unique thing that makes me want to play it, really. Yeah, this is a Yamajin front card, looks so good. Another one, this is, now obviously we saw this artwork, so now you get a sort of idea of what it'll look like on the cards. You know, really the artwork is given a lot of room to breathe, which is nice. And then of course another Wonderverse card, which this is kind of what sold me on Wonderverse, to be honest. When I first saw this, and also one other thing is we have some high rarity card frames, so I'm just going to go ahead and show these off. So here's what Volnar will look like normally. You can see this is the card frame. I think it looks quite nice, and then the foil cards will look like will have this card frame. So ignore the legend thing. It doesn't matter. We'll find out about the rules when the time comes. But you can see, like, I think the foils in this game are going to look really good, which is also quite an important thing to me. If I'm going to spend my money on something, I at least want it to look good. So yeah, that is not that's, as of the time of this recording, that's pretty much all the artwork that has been revealed, and that's the basics of the lore. I will make videos as and when we find out more super important details, but until then I just wanted to put this out there, make people aware that this is a game that is looking to come out probably early next year. That's pure speculation, probably early next year, and I hope people follow it, because this is the dude who made Buddy Fight, which you know, on a purely base mechanical level is one of, if not the best mechanically designed TCGs I've ever played. You know, it's a very well thought out system. Gauge is like probably the best resource system in any game I've played, and I've played pretty much all of them, all the card games, like name it, I've tried it. So yeah, that is a big selling point for me. I believe this will be in safe hands. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. Please drop a like if you are interested in seeing more Gate Ruler stuff. I hope you are. I definitely want to cover this game in as much detail as I can, and I do plan, provided I am a fan of the rules, which I think I probably will be from what I've been reading about them, that I will be absolutely competitive in the game. So you can look forward to some higher level analysis, hopefully, when the game comes out. But yeah, like it if you want more Gate Ruler content. Comment your thoughts. Which is your favourite piece of artwork? Please let me know. I'm legitimately interested to see what everyone likes the look of. Please sub to the channel if you want to see more Gate Ruler stuff. It will be coming. It'll be a bit slow now, but in the future, don't worry, there will be a bunch of stuff coming, so hit that red button. And please check the links in the description for Gate Realize, my Discord server, and all that kind of stuff. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Cheers.